Hello, past Damien. So, I've done something quite different recently. I've started jogging.
Running out of time, running out of time, running out of time.
Please. Okay. None of these fucking people know how to use this thing. I swear. Alright. Okay, that should do it. Past Damien, today is the 7th of December 2019, and I mean it is 2 a.m. in the fucking morning. It's 2:30 a.m. in the fucking morning. I am so... I'm overreached. I've overreached myself. Tomorrow, actually today, in like less than 24 hours, I'm gonna be flying out. And before I step onto the plane, I want to make sure that I have finished this video, and I also want to make sure that like I have drawn a thing that I wanted to draw for an artist's little draw this in your style thing. Okay, you can see like nothing there. There's so many things I want to do. Obviously things come last minute, but that's just the way that things happen over here. This is also the second time that I'm recording this sit down section. So I recorded 12 minutes a few days ago, and I realized that the entire thing was filled with static, and I was like, fuck you, man. A proper time capsule, like you do with a proper time capsule. Oh man, okay. So I'm gonna try and go at a little bit of a breakneck. So I'm gonna try and go at a bit of a breakneck speed over here, and like I'm just trying to knock everything out of the park as fast as I can. Anyways, past Damien, where we left off PDFD, when we stopped doing PDFD, we kind of had similar consequences. No, that's kind of a weird word, but basically like it gave us a lot of time to think about our lives and like who we are as people. But unlike you, a lot of that time for me has led to, I would say, a certain existential dread and issues of identity, of like, what kind of fucking person am I actually, like, underneath everything. Look, it's just like... And the month of November, there was a lack of friends and familiar faces, and I was thrust into a new environment. What is that new environment, you might ask? Well, that is what has grown to be the wonderful little family called art department.
Damien, where's your passport? I want to burn it. Burn it. Burn it. Wait, what? Am I supposed to say something?
So past Damien, I spent the last 5 weeks out of the office and together with this team of amazing people, talented people, patient and hospitable people, and they are called art department.
Thank you again, Damien. Be safe. Be very, very safe.
Okay, very dangerous.
Yes, sometimes.
Compared to Singapore.
A lot of places are very dangerous compared to Singapore.
Just be safe. Okay, come back in one piece. So that we can burn your real passport.
We've spent the last 5 weeks, 2 weeks doing pre-production and 3 weeks in production for a TV series that I don't know if I can tell you the name about yet. And this experience has really put me in my place and has really opened my eyes to how many people there are. Like just being on set and looking at everyone doing their jobs, realizing that I am super underqualified compared to the rest of these people. It's put me in my place, and it's taught me how much more there is to learn, which is daunting, but it's also just a little bit more inspirational. So in the classic style of myself, I've spent the last 5 weeks, even as an art intern, wanting to do things outside of work, but of course not really doing anything at all. And this is partially due to the collapse of my self-discipline after PDFD ended. Like, you know, just having a routine just suddenly stop, and like it just changes your day-to-day life. It really does. And to add to that, the 3 weeks of production basically sapping away both my time and my energy, because when you're in production, really it becomes the only thing that you can think about and the only thing you can do during that time of your life. But speaking of things that I want to do, and speaking of self-discipline, there is one area which I have managed to do, something that I've managed to achieve, and that is running.
Exactly what you run from, you end up chasing. Like you can't avoid, but just chasing it and just like trying, giving it everything that you can. There's always an obstacle.
It was almost 2 weeks ago which I decided one Tuesday that you know what? Fuck this. I want to go for a run. And like, I ran around the block. It was 1.6 kilometers, and I didn't know what to expect, but I ran. I didn't stop running, and it took about almost 9 minutes, and I have no idea what that standard is, but ever since then I've been doing that route every 2 days.
That was a good run. That was a good run.
And in fact, just today I did my 6th run, and like before I even started, I started the day out with aching legs, and like I didn't even know if I could even do it, but and now my legs are super dead, and like standing up is a freaking pain, I swear. It really is. Besides the impending dread of national service and having to run 2.4 kilometers, one of the other things that's inspired me to run is YouTuber, musician, bassist Adam Neely.
Okay, so here's the situation.
I love jazz! He explained that he runs partially because it benefits his mental health. Personally, I see like different kinds of benefits that I gain out of running, namely the more physical stuff like knowing what my limits are and pushing them and training myself up, and also destroying my legs, obviously. But there is a little bit of that connection of like, running is also a mental barrier to overcome, like hurdle to clear, because your body or your brain is telling you to like stop right now and you can just walk the rest of the way, but you know, you gotta just say no. You just gotta say no for 8 minutes straight and like just complete that route. Obviously sometimes it's more than 8 minutes, which is the part which I haven't like gotten to yet. The last point, you might have heard me mention that I am not gonna be here in 24 hours, and that is true because I am going to the U of K. I'm going to the Great of Britain. My lecturer, Miss Mary, had set me up and nominated me for this film program called Introduction to Film Skills, which is being hosted by the British Film Institute and also hosted by Pinewood Studios, which apparently is a big name in the film industry. And basically they're going to cover like almost every aspect of production and all the different departments which go into making a film, and we're going to apparently end up making a short film by the end of the 2 weeks. I have no idea how that is gonna go, even though I have the schedule right there. But yes, I won't be in Singapore for the next 2 weeks, and the next Past Damien episode, which is your episode Past Damien, hasn't been edited yet. So fuck you. I am really vulgar today because I am so stressed. I am just constantly thinking, this has been running for 20 minutes now. I'm just thinking like, I don't want to spend 4 hours editing this shit before I have to fly off. And on top of that, like, this is not done. This here is not done. Oh. And the deadline for that is tomorrow. Help! But if it's American time, okay, whatever. I'm going to stop talking now so that I don't continue to stress myself out. I hope you are doing good, even though I know roughly how you are doing right now. And I will see you, not tomorrow, but sometime soon.